Hello everyone, today we want to talk about one of the biggest questions in modern technology. Can machines make their own decisions? And who is responsible when they do? Artificial intelligence is everywhere now, in driving cars, drones, and even hospitals. These systems often act autonomously, meaning they make choices without direct human control. But when something goes wrong, for example, when a self-driving car causes an accident, who should take the blame? The programmer, the company, or maybe the machine itself? That's what we'll explore today, the balance between machine autonomy and human responsibility.
The first point of view says that humans must always stay responsible. Even when machines act on their own, people design them, train them, and decide how they work. So machines only do what humans told them to do, just in a more complex way. Let's take the example of Tesla's autopilot. When it makes a mistake, we don't blame the car itself. We look at the driver, the engineers, or the company. That's because machines don't have moral understanding. They don't know what is right or wrong. As philosopher Thomas Metzinger said, artificial systems can perform actions, but they cannot be moral agents. In other words, a machine doesn't have intention, feelings, or consciousness. It's a tool, just like a hammer or a calculator. Therefore, full moral and legal responsibility should stay with the humans behind it.
However, some researchers argue that things are no longer that simple. Modern AI systems are so complex that it's hard to say exactly who caused a specific outcome. Machine can make thousands of small decisions every second, based on data we can't always predict. Philosopher Andreas Matthias called this a responsibility gap. It means that sometimes there is no single person who can be fully blamed for what an autonomous system does. Let's think about medical AI systems that recommends a treatment plan. The doctor follows it, but the patient has a bad reaction. Who is responsible? The software company that trained the algorithm, the data scientist who selected the datasets, or the doctor who trusted the machine's advice. Each of them shares a part of the outcome. This is what we call distributed or shared responsibility. Another example is large language models like ChatGPT. They generate information learned from billions of online texts. If such a model spreads misinformation, whose fault is it? The model, the developers, or the users who misused it? Again, it's not black and white. That's why many experts suggest a shared responsibility model. In this approach, everyone involved, developers, companies, users, and the government, shares a part of the responsibility. For example, engineers are responsible for how the system is built, companies are responsible for testing and safety, users are responsible for proper use. This view accepts that modern technology works as a network, not just one person controlling one machine, but many people connected through systems and code.
Both views have strong points. If we say that only humans are responsible, we ignore how unpredictable AI can be. But if we say machines are responsible, that's also dangerous because they can't feel guilt or make moral choices like humans do. So maybe the real solution is ethical design. Developers and companies must build AI that is transparent, explainable, and accountable. That way, even if machines act independently, their actions can be traced and understood. The Institute of Electrical and Electronic Engineers Global Initiative on Ethic of Autonomous Systems already works on such principles to make sure technology respects human values and laws.
To conclude, machines can act, but they cannot be blamed. Artificial intelligence may be autonomous, but moral responsibility will always stay with us, the humans. The more freedom we give to machines, the more careful we must be about how they use it, because the main question is not what AI can do, but what it should do, and who decides that. Thanks to you for watching.